Hey, everybody. How was everybody today? How are we doing? Can you all hear me? Are we in live? Are we live right now? Happy, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully, you guys can all hear me. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm glad that you all can hear me. Thank you, Eddie. So welcome in. Welcome to the Tuesday show, the Traveling with Tinkerbell live talk. So I'm gonna see if a little bit, couple of more people start coming in, but I wanted to first apologize. I had a guest today, and our guest is a little bit under the weather, so we're gonna reschedule it for another day. And it's gonna be a great show. So hopefully, when he gets better, we can do the show together, and we can talk about all sorts of great things about cruising with JT. So that's the reason why I had to change the show kind of like last minute. So we're going to be talking today about the likes and dislikes of cruising. Like, what is it that we all like, and what is it that we don't like about cruising? Some things that maybe we can change, maybe things that you would like differently. So let's get this party rolling today. So I just wanted to say welcome in Cruise Nuts for being here today. Welcome in Eddie Lugo Studios. Eddie's having a great time. He's having dinner with Miss Alice from Alice Lugo Studios. So enjoy your dinner, you guys. Thank you so much for being here and for your support for the channel. Hi, Miss Bethany. How are you, my love? Welcome in. I was just saying that we had a guest today, but he is under the weather. He had too much fun on Icon of the Sea, so now he's under the weather, but he's going to be with us at another later time. We have to get together some dates and all of that to make it work out. Also, that I bet you your dinner, Eddie, was really good then. Hey, hi, Mr. Frank Wagner. How are you? Great to have you here on the show. Welcome in. So, yeah, today we're going to talk about the likes and the dislike. Hey, Donnell. Oh my God. Donnell is coming live, well, on the show live all the way from Holland, America. She's on a cruise right now. Hey, my love. Welcome in. Thank you for being here today. So today we're going to talk about what is it that you guys like and what is it that you dislike about cruising. So I think it's a really good topic. Most of the time we don't talk about this. So being that my guest was not able to be here today because he's under the weather, I made a little bit of a switch and decided to do the likes and dislikes. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I will start by saying, hey, Em, welcome in, my love. Thank you so much for being here. So much great people coming in today. It's like, oh, this is going to be a great time. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome in. Hello, Miss Alice, Lugo Studios. Welcome in. Hello, hello. It's going to be a packed house today. So anyways, talking about the likes and the dislikes, I personally, I'm going to, there's a couple of things that I love about, well, there's a lot of stuff that I love about cruising, but there's a little bit, my list is less about my actual dislikes. Margot, welcome in. Hello. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Well, Donnell and Jen, they're on Holland America right now, so they're having a great time. Jen has sent me some information that they love their bed on Holland, so they're having a great time over there. So I'm very happy, that they're enjoying their cruise. I could tell you about, let me see, my likes for cruising is I'm more of a port person. I love to travel and see all the different ports because I love history. So one of the things that I love about cruising is the fact that it gives me the opportunity to see the world and to kind of like get a little bit of a taste of the different ports out there. Like I've been all over the Caribbean. The only place where I have not been on the Caribbean is the Panama Canal and Costa Rica. I have not been to Costa Rica, but I have been to all the other islands. And in about a weekend, 3 days, I'm going to be going on the Beyond, and then I'm going to be able to check out Colombia because that's one of the stops that I've never been. So I'm more of a port person. I know that there's a lot of people that are more of a cruise person, that they like to cruise because they like the cruise and they like to do cruise things inside of the cruise. But I'm more of a port person. So if you want to put on the comments if you like more the ports or maybe more of the ship, that way everybody can kind of like get to know, everybody's likes and dislikes. But things that I like about cruising is that I get to see other ports. And I think the reason why cruising, going on a cruise provides this availability for you to see the world. It kind of like gives you an open mind and open concept to go visit, let's say, Aruba. And that way you've been there, you kind of checked it out. I know it doesn't give you a lot of time, but you can kind of, by the time that you're there, whether it's 8 hours, whether it's 11 hours, because sometimes depending on the itinerary, it'll give you more hours or less hours. But at least you kind of get a grasp of the area. And maybe you can say, oh, you know what? The next time I take a vacation, instead of going on a cruise, I'm going to fly to Aruba. I'm going to stay at the Ryu Palace. I'm going to stay by Palm Beach. And I enjoy that area because in the area of Palm Beach, if you stay around there, they have a nightlife. You can go and have like live music. You can enjoy a really nice dinner. So they have all the great stuff. So I love going to Aruba. I've been to Aruba so many times, but that's just an example. Hi, Miss Kelly. Welcome in. Oh, see, Miss Kelly's also a port person. So that's one of the things that I like because at least it gives me the opportunity to see different things and kind of enjoy it. And if I like to go back, at least I know, okay, I like that place. I want to go back. Versus if you take a vacation and you purchase a ticket and a flight and then you end up there and then you kind of like really didn't like it, then it's, then kind of like it's a little bit of a lost money. You're still going to enjoy it, but you lose a little bit of money. So that's one of the things that I like about cruising. The other thing that I like about cruising is the fact that depending on the ship you're going to go, there's so many different ships, variety, different types of cruise lines. So now every cruise line provides a customer a different experience. So it depends. If you're a party goer, then you go on a Carnival cruise. If you are a more relaxed person, you can go on Holland, Princess, Celebrity. And if you're more like with family and children, I suggest Royal Caribbean, and CL is great for that. And if you want to go higher scale than that, then you have all the different, higher scale, like you got P&O, that's a European one. And then you have the expedition cruises that take you to Antarctica, the Galapagos, and all of that place. So it just depends. There's always a cruise line for every person. You just got to find the one that it's right for you. So I'm going to go back to the comments. Miss Kelly mentioned here that she's only been on 2 cruises, but she's definitely a port person. I need to get off the ship and explore. I'm like that too, Miss Kelly. I love to get off the ship. I like to explore the area. I like to talk to the local people. Trust me, when you talk to the locals, they will tell you exactly where the good stuff is. Sometimes it's good to do excursions, but it's also good to kind of like go and check out other different places. Am is saying here, I like both sides, the ship, because I can go outside and be in the wind and see all the, yeah, I agree with you. Then you get all your hair, all your cruise hair. So I agree with you. The ship is good. I wouldn't mind staying on board if I already went, like to Cozumel, the Bahamas, because staying on board gives you perks as well. Because you stay on board, you have the flexibility that there's more pool space for you. You kind of have the whole ship to yourself because everybody's out on port. So if you're that type of a person, that is also good because you can do all the trivias and all the little things that they do for the people that stay on board. So they have all the different types of activities. So that's a good one, Em. I will say I am both a person. I love to discover the ship and relax and discover ports. That's also good to know, Miss Bethany. For Alice, she says that she enjoyed Harvest Caye, Belize, and also Paradise Beach and Cozumel. I know Miss Alice just got back from her Prima cruise a couple of days ago, and she was over there, so she had a great time. So, but yeah, there are a lot of different advantages of cruising, guys. There's many thousands of advantages of going cruising. You save a lot of money. You pay, once you pay your cruise, port taxes, fee, gratuities, if you're going to add them, and if you have your travel protection to make sure that you're well taken care of, you don't have to pay anything else. It comes with all the food, all the beverages, unless you're going with a soda package that you got to pay extra, or a drink package that you got to pay extra. But other than that, it comes included with everything. You don't have to worry about any other bills. It's not the same as flying, and then you got your hotel fee, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner every single day that you got to pay. By the time you finish going on one of those vacations, except for the cruise, you end up probably paying more money than if you were to go on a cruise, unless you're going to go Airbnb that is a little bit cost effective for that. So, hey, Rock the Boat, welcome in. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Hit that like button if you are here. And if you just are coming in, I did have a guest today, Cruising with JT. He was supposed to be here, but he's a little bit under the weather, so we're going to schedule it for another time. So this is the reason why we're talking about likes and dislikes of cruising. So I'm still thankful that you're still here, and we're going to talk about all this good stuff. So let's continue. So that's one of the things that, like I was saying, by the time you end up paying for everything, you will probably have paid more going on a flight, hotel, and all the dinners and souvenirs and whatever you're going to buy than actually paying for a cruise. And even on the cruise, one of the things that I love about cruising is that it has all the shows, the comedy shows, depending on where you're cruising on and what line. So it provides a lot of great amenities and things included versus you having to go buy, a show here or pay for this, that, and put it into pieces. Now, one of the things that I can say that I dislike about cruising is when it finishes, when you have to get off the ship. I don't like that. Well, I don't think you guys will like it either. They just boot you out of there. So that's one of the things that I dislike about cruising, because I love to enjoy cruising a little bit more. And one of the things that I also dislike about cruising, and sometimes it does tend to happen, because it happened to me on the Norwegian Escape when I went on there like a week and a half ago, was that you miss missing ports, but those are things that you gotta, you have to be aware of. Because if there's an emergency, like we had a lot of wind and rain, and they couldn't actually bring the ship to port, so they decided to go to the next port, which was St. Thomas. So we had a whole sea day. So yeah, that's one of the things that I kind of like dislike about. But is a thing that if it's need be, then is you have to do what you got to do. Let me see what else has anybody here has said. Okay, Bethany here says, as you know, we all fall in love with the ports and go back to discover the country like Roatan. I know Bethany is a person that she's been a lot to Roatan, and she enjoys going over there with her family. And she has a lot of friends. She knows a lot of people over there. So let me see who else. Rock the Boat, he says, we like both. Go off a little bit and then go back to early explore. That's a good one, Rock the Boat. And if you guys don't know, Rock the Boat will be here on this channel with me. I think it's March 8th, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be at 7 p.m. And we're going to be talking to Rock the Boat, and we're going to get to meet with him and talk about all the good stuff that he has going on for his channel. Let me see. Let's see what else. Let me see. We spend way less on cruises than both of our trips in. Yep. Vegas is one of those places where you can go, because I've been to Vegas 2 times, and thankfully that the times that I've been to Vegas, it's been on a great super deal. Like one time I went and stood at Planet Hollywood for 7 days. I stood one night at the Luxor, 6 days at Planet Hollywood, flights, and all of that without the food. I think out of pocket was like, and this was before COVID, it was maybe under, I think I say like maybe like $1,300 for my husband and I to go. And that was a really good deal back then. I know that it's probably like a little bit more now. Let me see. I'm saying I was just as well enough to have some Holland chocolate because I was under the weather when I was in Holland. Oh, I know Donnell and Jen are in Holland right now. Let me see. So everybody's talking over there. Okay. Bye, Miss Kelly. Thank you so much for being here. I know she has 30 days till she goes. I think she's going to Aruba, if I'm not mistaken. But I think Miss Kelly's going to Aruba. So you have a great evening, Miss Kelly. Thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, guys. So one of the things, like I said, the things that I dislike about cruising is like, when you don't get to go to a port, which is, sometimes understandable, like missing ports. Also, when they canceled shows because of issues with with either a show performance issue or maybe the seas are being rough that day and they cancel a show. So that's another thing that I dislike, because then you have to try to figure out, okay, what to do. One of the things that I like about cruising is getting to know the ship, getting to know the staff, looking for all the cool things to do around the ship. Like when I went on Regent Escape, I will say this: I'm thankful for cruising with Keith. If you guys know that guy, say hello. Let him know Tinkerbell was talking great about him. I had talked to him during the cruise, and he tells me, have you been to the bowling alley? And I said, what are you talking about? There's no bowling alley here. And he's like, yeah, there's the bowling alley. And he goes, I'm going to show you where it is. And sure enough, there it was. And I was on the cruise like for 3 days, never seen that bowling alley. But it was because it was on the other side of Oceans. So we had a great time, and I there's a vlog coming with all that information and all that content, but it was kind of cool to see a bowling at sea. So it was really, really nice. It was cool. And thank you so much, Cruising with Keith, for showing me that on Escape, because he's been on Escape before. So that was really cool. Oh, look, Rock the Boat says he has 5 dates to our Ocean Vista cruise. Oh, that is fancy. Look at you. I like that. That is awesome. Okay, so Miss Kelly is going to Aruba. Okay. Oh my God, I had to remember all my clients, because I know that I know somebody was going to Aruba. Some bloggers showed the bowling alley. Yeah, I didn't even know. To be honest, I was on the cruise, but the thing with me was when I went on this cruise, I went with a group about 100 and something people. And I was more paying attention to my group than really the amenities that the cruise had. And then I was talking to Keith, and he told me about the bowling alley. And I said, oh, I'm going to have to check it out. So we had a great time. My daughter and I think we played a total of maybe 4 games. So it was really fun. And just so that you know, just in case if you don't know, each game is $6.99 per person for 1 game. Mind you, it's a little bit cheaper because you don't have to rent your shoes. It's not the same as the actual regular bowling ball, because the ball is smaller, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. That is true, Eddie. So yeah, it was great. So that's one of the things that I like about cruising. I love the ships. I like for instance, if you guys don't know about NCL Escape, they actually have a bake shop, which it was really cool. I've never seen a bake shop at sea until I went on the Escape. So there's a lot of great things to find, if you're like, investigating every ship and trying to, look for everything that it has to offer. There's a lot of amenities these ships have. And as the ships get newer and newer, you're going to have even more amenities, more things to do. Even like this Icon of the Seas, I've had a lot of customers that already been on it on the first sailing. And when they came back, I had a couple of them call me back. And they told me, says, I think I need like another 2 more weeks on Icon, because there is so much to do. But one of the great things that they enjoy is that, and I'm going to give you guys this information, maybe if you want there are an icon, they said that you cannot miss the actual pirate parade. There's some sort of pirate parade on the icon of the seas, and they said it is a must-see parade. It was a tremendous. It was really, really good. They said that the Aquadome show, it was really great. They told me like I needed more time because by day 3, they had not even seen half of the ship by day 3. So it's so huge. It's huge, but it has a lot, a lot to offer, like all the families out there. I could tell by a lot of people that went that the kids were loving the ship. And it's really good to know that, that there's a ship out there that you can bring, if you're a family with children, that you can bring your kids and you can have a great vacation with them. And they have all sorts of great things to do while on board. That's the problem with the ship that big. Yeah, that is true, Bethany. These ships are getting bigger and bigger. And cruise gossip, I do have a cruise gossip, guys. I don't know how true this is, but I actually heard this from a little birdie. Carnival might be doing a ship as big as Icon. How true that is, I don't know. But I guess we're going to have to keep our ears open to see what Carnival is going to have to say about that one. But I heard that a couple of days ago that somebody told me, and I said, oh, wow. He goes, that's probably why they're not doing any more of their of the class that they have with Celebration and Mardi Gras right now, the Excel class. But I heard through the grapevines that Carnival might be doing a bigger ship than the Icon. So that is your cruise gossip for today. Look at that. That's going to be one of the newer things on this show. It's going to be cruise gossip. So that was your cruise gossip for today on Tuesday. That new smaller ships are coming in my vote. Yeah, I know that they're going to be doing smaller ships because eventually, guys, here in Tampa, we have a problem because we have Paradise. And Paradise is an older ship. So eventually they're going to have to do like newer ships that can fit through the Skyway Bridge. And they're probably going to have to build a smaller ship, but a newer, smaller ships that can fit through there because eventually poor little Paradise, she has to retire at one point, and we got to have to find her somebody to come in on her place once she retires. Hold on, let me see. We are starting to go on the opposite direction and explore smaller ship. I don't blame you, Rock the Boat. I'll be honest with you. Smaller ships are really nice. I like Paradise. I've been on it 3 times. And this October on Eddie Lugo Studios, he's doing a group cruise on her. And I will be on that ship with them. And when I saw that it was Paradise, I really liked the smaller ship and I really enjoyed Paradise. So I know I'm going to enjoy that cruise, but I'm going to enjoy it more because I'm going to get to go with all of them and kind of like get to meet Alice and Eddie and everybody that's coming in. So, and also for the support, for the channel and everything, get to meet all the creators. So that's going to be a lot of fun, but that's a really cute little ship to go on, Paradise. It's very small. The good thing about the Paradise, which is kind of weird because when you're used to being on these bigger ships, the good thing with Paradise, it is small. And then by the time you walk the whole ship and at a blink of an eye, you're done. So that's the only downfall, if you can say. But if you like smaller ships, Paradise, could be for you. And like the other smaller ships, like in the Vista class as well. They're not that small, but they're not that big either. I know, Miss Alice, that cruise is going to be epic. It's going to be a lot of fun. I agree with Rock, the cruise as I enjoy them more. Yeah. And like I said, one of the things that like I said, that my customers that went on Icon of the Seas, that's the only, I could say the only downfall is the ship is too big for a 1-week vacation. So you're probably going to have to do a back-to-back on it to be able to grasp really good, that ship. I'm looking forward to going on it eventually. So I want to do it because I want to check it out and I want to, see what everybody is kind of like. But one thing, guys, that if you guys don't know, a lot of people were against Icon because it was so big. And a lot of people were saying, I'm not going to go on that ship. That ship is too big and blah, blah, blah. So guess what? Those same people that decided, okay, let me at least try it one time, because I know a couple, they went and they loved it. And now guess what? Now they want to go back again. Now they're saying, yeah, it's big, but technically it's not bigger than Wonder. It's only big by a little bit. It's not like if it's like this. The only thing, the ship looks different because it has more things and they added a new neighborhood. But if you look at Wonder and you look at Icon, it's not like if it's big by a whole lot, big. So it's just the way that they structure and restructure everything to look. So that's what makes the Icon look bigger. But and now they want to go back. They say they loved it, and they say that there's a lot of great places to eat. The new areas. So they liked it. And a lot of people found a lot of ducks, because I've been watching almost every vlog from all the people that I can think of that went on the Icon. And I just been enjoying all sorts of vlogs of Icon of the Seas, because I like to explore. I like to see what people like, and I like to see the ship and kind of learn. So it's been a good time, watching these vlogs coming from Icon. Let me see. Bethany here says, also the bigger ships can go into all the cool ports. They can't go into all the cool ports, which is true. Ports can hold all these ships. You're very true. So these, like right now, especially Icon, Icon is brand new. So they have to kind of like learn how to park that ship wherever it goes, because it's huge. But like I said, it's no different. It's not much bigger than the Wonder. I've always wondered, because I'm a curious individual, sometimes, not all the time. But I would like to one day, and like next month, well, not next month, oh my God, in a week and a half, I'll be going on Celebrity Beyond. And I'm hoping, and I pray every night, that I get to meet the famous captain of all captain, captain in the Beyond. So I'm hoping to meet with her. And I want to ask her, my question to ask her is, not only she's a great, she's out there, in Instagram and all of that stuff. So I can't wait to meet her and Bug Naked. But as a woman that she has, in being a captain, I would like to know, how does she feel for that accomplishment? But I also want to know, how long does it take to learn to be a captain? Because, they make it look so easy, parking those cruise ships and all of that. I don't know how I would feel parking a cruise ship. I don't know about you guys, if you guys ever thought of that. But, they make it look so flawless and so easy to park these cruises and all of that. Because sometimes I watch these vlogs of Miami, and you can see them coming in, and it's kind of like a little bit on a faster pace. So you can kind of see them coming in and parked and all of that. But that's kind of like really cool. So I'm hoping to get to meet Captain Kate, in this trip on the Beyond in a week and a half, because I know she's on board. She just got back, and I would like to, maybe, who knows, maybe I get to interview her. You never know. Traveling with Tinkerbell does all sorts of crazy stuff. So you better keep an eye always on this channel. But I would like to meet her and ask her a few things as a woman, because I know that she's very, she's out there and everybody loves her. I love Captain Kate, and I've never met her before, but I enjoy her content, and I enjoy, that I don't know if you guys know her story. When she was little and they took her on her first cruise, ever since that, she's always wanted to do, to be who she is right now. And she actually made it. And that's awesome. That's really cool to know that, and that you went through, that journey. So if I ever get an opportunity to talk to her, I would like to hear a little bit of her side of her journey. I think it's really nice. And she looks like a really kind person to be around too. So, so Bethany, if I actually get a picture with her, I'll send it to you. The captain doesn't park the ship in the port. They have actually, sometimes, Alice, they do. I know that they have a pilot that comes in on the ship, but they have been some ports where they actually, the captain of the ship does park the cruise. Not in every port, it's very rare, but I know that there are some because I've been on one when we went to, I don't know if it was Barbados or Grenada, one of those two. And we didn't get a pilot to come into the port. You know, the captain, whoever was the captain, and I think we did the Carnival Breeze at the time. They actually parked the boat. So there's some instances, not all of them, but there's some where they actually do it themselves. So it's kind of really cool. But yeah, you're right, Alice. A lot of times, you know, they have a pilot that comes into the ship and then they come in and out. So, and those are really cool to see when they jump out the little ship and the little boat is waiting for them and they pick them up. Please share the pic with me as well. I would love Captain K. Follow her. Okay, I will post it. I will post it on, if I do take a picture with her, I'll post it on the Traveling with Tinkerbell Facebook group. And that way you guys can see it from there. And I'll send you one, M, because I have your information. So I'll send it to you as well. So I'm looking forward to our cruise is going to be on the 19th of this month. I forgot where we're going, but I know we're going to Colombia and we're going to Jamaica. We're going to Cayman Islands. We have a day and a half in Aruba. And we're also going to be going to Curacao, which, guys, guess what? Tomorrow, across the way, we'll be talking about Curacao. Can you believe it? We're going to be bringing you everything that has to do with that port. We're going to bring you the history of the port. We're going to talk about what to do around the port, excursions, cruise news. You got it. Everything tomorrow on Curacao. The pilots aren't as familiar with the ships as the captain is. You're correct, Mr. Frank. You are right on that one. But yeah, I would like to, I'll be honest with you. I would like to be able, and I know she's a super busy person, but if I actually get a little bit of a time, I'm going to ask her a couple of questions because that's one of the things that I would like to know. How does she feel? You know, it must be a great feeling to get to that level in your life where you actually, as a child, you know, you always dream of being a captain and as an adult, you actually meet that expectation in your life. And how was that journey and how does she feel, you know, to do all of that stuff? Because I think it's awesome. Whoever, these captains have to be awesome human beings to be able to do all of this, to maneuver these ships, to take you from one place to another, even though that they have all kinds of computerized things. I know today, it's not like back in the time where you have to like get a map and all of that stuff. So I'll be miss you tomorrow because I'll be packing. No, you're good, Miss Bethany. You could always watch it on the replay. That's why we have it on YouTube. So whenever you get a chance and you get to it, you can always watch it later. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool, to not only like be able to cruise, but one of the things that I also like about cruising is meeting people. I'm a people person. I love to meet people. I enjoy, as a travel agent, I could tell you, I love my clients. I enjoy talking to them. I love everything about my job. I give my job everything that I have. I work from 8 a.m. to sometimes 11 o'clock at night. Like last night, I went to sleep at 1:30. I had things to do and they got to be done. So, and I'm always, making sure that my clients come first, and I'm always there for them. There's always, little things that happen here and there. It's like I'm human. Everything, little things happen, but more than everything, I always like to give my all in everything that I do, even on the YouTube channel with my family, wherever I go. If anybody's in need, I'm that type of person that I like to be there for everybody. So that's just who I am. And but one of the things that I also like about, cruising, like I was saying, is getting to meet you guys, getting to meet the community out there, the people that are traveling, And one of the things that I also like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, is that when people go on a cruise, they are more relaxed. They get to enjoy a little bit more. There's more laughter, no cell phones, none of that. even though that you see one or two here and there, me as a travel agent, I'm there because I have to work. I have customers all the time that, need my attention. But I also, when I'm on a cruise, I also try to enjoy a little bit because I don't have time off. I don't have vacation time in travel. Your job is 365 around the clock, only when you're asleep. And believe me, because it has happened to me a couple of times, I have gotten a call at 5 in the morning from a customer that is flying and saying, "Hey, Jackie, I'm going on Celebrity. My flight got canceled, and I'm stuck. And I got to get up and help that customer, get with my peers in Celebrity, get that customer on the next flight." So, these are all the things that people kind of like don't know about travel agents. And not every travel agent is the same either. Everybody provides a different type of service than what I provide. But it's to me, I love it and I enjoy it. It's a passion that I have for my job, and it doesn't even feel like a job. It's like I just enjoy it, and time flies by so quickly when I'm doing it. It's crazy. But when I'm cruising and I'm working and I'm cruising, I give it more of a little bit of a balance because that's kind of like my little bit of time off. So I work in the morning, and if I'm going to go on an excursion, I work in the morning early, and then I leave on my excursion. When I come back, I work a little bit more. Then I get ready, go have dinner, go watch the shows, and that's how I do it. And then on sea days, because it's a sea day, then I'm actually like doing most of my work, but I also let people know, hey, I'm going to be traveling, or I'm on a ship. My phone is always available because I pay extra so that I can have my phone light always on for you guys. So it's a blessing. It's really cool. I think my job is really cool because I have the flexibility. I can go anywhere I want. I can work from wherever I want, as long as I'm servicing my customers at the 100%. So, so let me see. Who else? I wish I was more. Let me see. I wish there was more people at the Irish bars on NCL Dawn. I went late and no one was there except for the bartender. Maybe it was the one night. Possibly. Possibly. Oh, look at Frank. She says she can even call clients from cruise ship. Yeah, Frank. The reason why I could do that is because I have AT&T, so I pay extra for a service. So I pay for unlimited phone calls, unlimited text messages, and data. So that way, if you're calling me, and sometimes there's a delay. It's weird. And sometimes there's a delay, and sometimes there's a delay on messaging. And sometimes when I'm at a port, then I get all these messages all together at one and stuff like that. But I always try my best to call you guys back and to be there for you guys. But if I see that there's a discrepancy or an issue with Wi-Fi or something not working, and I see that you're trying to get a hold of me, I will be figuring a way to either sending you an email or sending you a text. I'm getting your messages. Is there a delay or something is not working? Because I happened to me on the NCL Escape where sometimes the phone calls were not coming through, and the messages that I was sending, they were not going through. It was giving me this error message on my phone. But those are the things with cruising. But at least I try to provide a way of communication back and forth between me and the customer. And Frank is one of my clients, and I really enjoy talking to Frank every time. We have a great conversation. So thank you, Mr. Frank, for being here on the show today. It really means the world to me that you're here. But yeah, so those are the things that I like about the cruise. It's very minimal about the dislikes of cruising, to be honest with you guys, because like I said, the dislike is if there's a cancel show or maybe a cancel port, but those are regular normal things that could happen on board. Like right now, I think Voyager of the Seas hit like rough seas not so long ago, maybe sometime end of January or so. It was recent. And some of their rooms flooded. So that will kind of like a little bit of a dislike, but you're in the middle of the ocean. So thank God that everybody came back home okay, and there was no, tragic or anything on the ship. Even with this world cruise, they have gotten some issues, that world cruise, with flooding when they were going through Antarctica and the Drake's Passage. They got a little bit of flooding there. So it's some of the things that happen, when cruising, especially for those that like different types of shows. If you're going on a cruise, let's say because you're going on a specific cruise because you have a cruise director that you enjoy, and all of a sudden you book this cruise, you get on the cruise, and boom, the director is gone. Then you're gonna be disliking that because you were really. Some people, believe it or not, I've heard of a lot of people that go on specific cruises because that cruise director is there. So I agree with you. See, this is one of the debarkation. Why they gotta throw us out, Frank? That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate when you gotta leave. It's so much fun on embarkation. Embarkation is amazing. You're happy, you're going, but when they give you those tickets, those luggage tags, and the little letter say, "We gotta boot you out of here," that's no more fun after that. Let's see. This guy is dislike in cruising is getting more popular and prices are rising high. But you know why, Rock the Boat? Because a lot of people are paying those premium prices, but also mainly the prices are going up, not because they're popular, because the cruise lines lost so much money during the pandemic that now they're getting back to cruising. So they're going to hike those prices up, and people are paying for it. It's just like everything. If people stop paying for the cruises, trust and believe those prices will come down. It's just no different than, the gas and everything else in this world. That happened to me with you on Escape, but yep. Bethany is a living individual in this life, because me and Bethany, she was trying to get a cruise, and I was trying back and forth, and I just couldn't get it together with my phone. But Bethany and I are working on a really cool deal right now. And that's going to be coming down later down the road. We're going to talk about that one. So let me see. I posted a link on Parkers on the Go. The CD cruise director was funny. They were on the icon. Oh, okay. That is so cool. But, you'd be surprised. A lot of people go for cruise directors. A lot of people go for the ports. A lot of people go because of the cruise, because they love that specific cruise and they love and enjoy it. So they like it so much that they go on that specific cruise over and over and over. You have a lot of people that don't get off the cruise at all, ever. They get on the cruise and they stay there the whole time. And then you have some people, not a whole lot, but you have some people that also go back on the cruise to see their crew members that they interacted with and they became friends with. And then you have a lot of people that, believe it or not, follow a lot of these crew members on YouTube. Not on YouTube. Well, some of them are YouTuber, like Chris Wong. He's a YouTuber that works on Icon of the Seas right now. And I think he's the manager of the casino, or the casino host manager. And a lot of people follow him. A lot of people follow Jordan Bao. She's a national skater, and she's on Voyager of the Seas right now. So a lot of people follow her. So there's a lot of people that are crew members that they have Facebook, Instagram, and you have the customers, the clients that come in, they like them. Hey, they linked on Facebook and they build a relationship from there. I think Bethany is one of them, that she has a lot of friends that she has met on board like that as well. Let me see this one. That happened to me on Escape. Excuse me. But it was okay, and always okay. So we already read that one. Okay. Me personally, I have to see land. I know land is always good. Then we mainly go for the ships. Love to explore the different ships. I love to explore. This is my routine. Well, now it's a little bit different because I have YouTube and I got work to do. But before YouTube, I would embark. I will drop off my backpack, whatever I had in my stateroom, and then I will go have my lunch, and then I will explore the whole ship before the ship decided to leave at 4 or 5 p.m. That way I can kind of like familiarize myself with where I am. Nowadays, I'm vlogging from the moment I get on the port. I'm vlogging. So I vlog as much as I can. Sometimes, and if you guys notice, sometimes when I'm vlogging, you only see like a 9 or 10 minutes because I just like to enjoy everything that's going on. So I sometimes forget the camera because I'm over there enjoying. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, I forgot to vlog all of this stuff. It only happens sometimes, but it's just the fun things of cruising. Let me see. Okay, we got that one. Got to keep some secrets, but yes, excited. Did we find out when the news Disney? Did we find out? Yes, I do have those dates for you, Beth. We're going to be talking about that. Yes, we have crew members that have become like family to us, and we get to see them and support them. So see, like I have done it in many occasions where my cabin stewardess and I did it a whole lot more during COVID times when I used to travel during COVID because they were not letting the crew members get off the ship. I don't know if you guys remember that. So being able to get off the ship, I would always ask my cabin stewardess, like, do you need anything like from outside? Because I had no problems, whatever, because I felt bad that they couldn't get off. And I used to sometimes buy a lot of different things for the crew members to bring back in. And I have a lot of friends that are crew members that when that person used to work on Mardi Gras, because right now I think he's on Jubilee right now. So when he used to work and I used to come on board, I used to message him on Facebook, do you need anything before I get on the ship? That way I can bring it. And I will go to Sam's Club and buy a whole luggage worth of stuff and I will bring it to him. And he had galore stuff for like a while. So, and there's people that do that, because these guys work 6 months at a time, sometimes 7, around the clock to be there for us. So the little things that we can do for them, I think it goes a long way. But that's me personally, everybody's a little different. Let me see. Okay, so we're caught up in the chat right now. So yeah, guys, if you guys are liking this kind of conversation and topic, hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because there's all sorts of cool stuff coming to the channel. And yeah, subscribe, like, and always share it to everybody. Do the pixie dust thing, share it to everybody. Let that pixie dust just travel all over the place. I wanted to bring something up really quickly because I know we're almost at our time here. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I am not sure what happened, but I got on Escape and my channel has just been flying off the charts. So I just wanted to say a big, huge thank you to everybody that has supported the channel, has subscribed to the channel, that has commented on the vlogs. The vlogs are doing great. So far, we're doing good. Just wanted to say, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to everybody, for all of you guys that are here right now with me on my live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for taking a little bit of your time and spending it here with me. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. And if you have not done so, just hit that like button, subscribe, and always share, because there's great things coming for the channel. I have all these things that I want to do, and new things are going to be coming soon. Also, please don't forget, we also have the group cruise, which is April 20, 2025 on the Carnival Celebration out of Miami. For that group cruise, this is the itinerary. We're going to Miami, a fun day at sea, Amber Cove, San Juan, St. Thomas, two sea days, and then back to Miami. So if you're interested in this itinerary, give me a call and I'd be more than happy to get you booked. I have interiors, oceans, balconies, and also some Excel suites if you're interested in something like that. So I do have those. Bethany says here, yes, we did that during the pandemic. And then one friend got pregnant and we threw her baby shower and stuff. Oh, that is awesome, Beth. That is really cool. It's because, oh, thank you, Beth. You're such a great person. I can't wait to meet you. Wink, wink, you know. I know, I know you're always here, and I appreciate you guys for always being here. It's all I tell you. It's one of those things that when I started YouTube, it was a little scary. I'm not gonna say, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little scary at the beginning, but I like it. I like doing these live streams. I like spending some time with you guys. And one of the reasons why I created Across the Waves is because, you know, who wouldn't want to see like every port in the world? So little by little, Across the Waves library is going to keep on growing. We're going to be getting better and better and better and better at it, and until we tweak it to the end that we can't tweak it anymore. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff is coming to Across the Wave as well, guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the port of Curacao, and tomorrow is going to be Alice, Cruising with Keith, and myself. So if you guys have not checked out Alice or Cruising with Keith, I suggest you go check them out, subscribe to their channel, check out their vlogs, like, comment, and also share. They're amazing creators out there, and I love them to the moon and back. And I would love for their channels to keep growing. So yeah, check Alice out, check Cruising with Keith. She is Eddie Lugo Studios' wife. So if you guys know Eddie Lugos, then you should know Alice. And also Eddie has a group cruise on the Carnival Paradise, and it's October 28th of 2025. It's a secret booze cruise. So you heard it here. So if you tell them, Tinkerbell, tell me about your secret, Eddie. And she gave me all the deets. So I'm calling you about this group. So go check them out if that's what you want to do. I will be on that cruise. So if you guys come on his cruise, then you guys get to meet me, and we get to take a picture together and all of that good stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I will be in charge of the slot pool. So I got to get on his Facebook and do all that good stuff. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then right after that, months down the road, then it's my group cruise. So if you guys are interested, I don't know if Eddie and Alice and them are going to be able to go. I haven't talked to them about it, but if they do come, then we have more creators out there for you guys to take pictures and get to enjoy. It's nothing better. I tell you something. I've been on a lot of group cruises, and one of the things that I love and I completely enjoy is the fact that we can talk here on comments, and you can see me, but you don't see everybody else on the comments. And when you're doing a group and everybody comes together as a community, the bond that you build, the friendships that come out of that group cruise, it is tremendous. It is amazing. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes. And when I went on the Norwegian Escape, and I could tell you a little bit about this. It started with a client of mine. She called me to book 8 cabins because she wanted to do a group with her and her best friends. Well, one of these friends, because they live in a 55 plus community, decided to do a little flyer and post it on the community bulletin board. Next thing you know, I started getting all these calls, crazy calls, everybody wanting to go on the cruise. So we went from 8 cabins to a total of 74, I think, altogether. And it was epic to meet so many great human beings and so many great people. I have so many great memories. We went on this excursion on the Baths. You're going to see it on the vlogs. I had a blast. So Bill, if you're watching this right now, I'm just going to say I had to have my hats out to you because I had a great time. You made me laugh like crazy. Him and his brother, like, we had a great, great time. And it was an amazing time with that community. And it's a time that I will always cherish in my heart. And I will always, I still talk to them every so often. I check up on them just to see how they're doing. But it was really cool to be able to meet a new community and to provide that service for them. That I was able, it was an honor that they invited me and I was able to be there and go through that whole experience with them. So it was really good. So that's one of the things that I do. If you're doing a group and you need your travel agent to come aboard just in case something happens or anything that you might need, if you have a huge group like that, then that's something that I can provide, as long as I have, time and availability and all of that, I can provide those services to you. That was the whole reason why I couldn't go on Icon, because I got invited to Icon and I couldn't go because I already had a prior commitment to them. And I was not going to leave that commitment for Icon. It was never going to happen. So I rather had enjoy. And I tell you, I had such a great time, great memories that I know that I would have never had if I would have gone on Icon. So I feel truly blessed by just enjoying that time with them. So it was really cool. They go every October. We might get sick of, oh no, look, hold on. Miss Bethany, I'm never going to get sick of you. We're going to have a great time. It's, like you said, it's going to be epic. We're going to have a great time. So guys, stay tuned, because I've been telling you guys, I have a secret that I have not revealed that I'm going to reveal later down this year. And we're going to have a good time. Miss Bethany knows, because it'll be later down the road. I don't want to give out any information. It's going to be great. Let me see. I need you. Oh, wait. Frank needs a travel guide for San Juan. Frank, I wish I could have gone to San Juan with you or meet you over there. I would have loved to be your personal tour and guide. Man, Mr. Frank, there's a lot of places in San Juan that you can go. If you want, sometime, because I know you don't leave until December. So sometime before December, maybe get with me and I could give you some pointers of places that you can go in San Juan. There's a lot of great places that you can go walking, or maybe you can take a cab, or depending on what you want to see and what you want to do. I don't know if you've been there before. But then he says, because I'm your magical sister. You're my pixie dust. You're magical. I love you, Miss Bethany. We will meet at Portillo's. Yeah, Frank, let me know. I know that you're not too far. So yeah, we can meet up and have that conversation, maybe a lunch or a dinner. I would love to meet up with you and we can talk and give you some information on that. That will be so, it'll mean the world to me if I get to actually meet you. That is awesome. That's one of the things that I enjoy, meeting my customers and all of that. I have met so many. Donnell and Jen, I don't know if they're still here because I know they're on Holland, but they live in Pennsylvania and sometimes they do travel, but they don't travel closer to where I live. So sometimes she calls me ahead of time. Hey, I'm going to be here, whatever. And then I'll just, if I had to drive an hour or two, I would drive an hour or two just to meet with them. And I had a great time with them. We went to San Agustin. We have a great time that evening. You can see his POV on the MSC Magnifica. Is one of the scooter around on the scooter for his. Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. M. I'm gonna check it out, but I think I know who you're talking about. But yeah, guys. So that's one of the greatest things, about cruising. So I do apologize. Like I said, we were supposed to have a guest here today, but he's under the weather. So next time we'll have a guest. But I know for sure next month on March, I'm having a live stream with Rock the Boat. And there's a possible live stream coming. We gotta work on time with somebody that is on this live today. I'm not gonna mention name, but she knows who she is, and we're working on a time. And once I get all of that stuff ready to roll, then she's gonna be coming on the live. I've always said, you guys, I'm very open. If you guys want to come and join me on a live stream as a guest, let me know. We will have a blast. It'll be something that it'll be new to you. And if Margot is still around, Margot Anchorage, she came in as a guest for our Alaska on our Across the Way show, and she loved it. It is a great experience. You won't be alone because you'll be with me and we can have a great time together. If you want to try it at least one day and check it out, how it feels to be on this other side, it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys are interested in doing something like that, send me a message. If you're a client of mine, you got my email, let me know. And if you're not a client, send me a message on Instagram or on my Traveling with Tinkerbell on Facebook. I am also on Instagram on Traveling with Tinkerbell as well. Oh my God, it's been already an hour. Lord, help me. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see if but I think I know who you're talking about because I think I've seen them as well, and they have really cool. If it's the same person, they do vlogs and stuff like that, right? But yeah, guys. So our time has come to an end. So I'm going to give you a couple of things that I need to tell you. Don't forget about my group cruise, April 20, 2025 on the Carnival Celebration. Tomorrow here at the same time, well, actually not at the same time, at this time tomorrow at 8 o'clock tomorrow, we have our Across the Way show. We're going to be talking about the port of Curacao. So we're going to be talking about the history, what to do around the port, shore excursions, and all of that great stuff. And even our cruise news from Keith. So if you are interested in Curacao, come check us out tomorrow. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And more importantly, guys, I love you guys all to the moon and back. Please stay safe. Have a great and fantastic evening. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for being here on Traveling with Tinkerbell on another episode on Tuesday. I see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Toodles. Bye. I love you guys. Take care.